25-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Stanton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Bates. And he will find his man on the outside. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Back to throw. Bates looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake. Bates. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Set. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Bates. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Stanton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Detroit!
But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take
right,
points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Stanton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go. I got 8. I got 8. I got 8. Tight end right. Tight end right. Motion, motion, motion. Detroit! Detroit!
Operating for the gun. Stanton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. To throw. Bates. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Bates. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Okay, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got four down. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. 44. Mike, 44. Focus, defense, focus. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hey, guys, check me out. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Bates. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch that in. Over. Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Double tight. Hey. Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw on third down. Bates. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Lambeau can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pirine. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Detroit! 44's the mic. 44's mic.
To throw on second down. Stanton trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Here we go now.
Now Stanton. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Hey, let's get them holes.
Stanton. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
I'm coming after you. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
On first down, Bates. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 30.
To throw again, Bates. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And a cutback right sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Hey. 4 down. Big edge.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now, Barney. I'm coming. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Bates. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Bates throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Green 3.
From the gun, Bates. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Bates. And that is incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Come get some.
Operating from the gun. Bates. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot!
To throw on second down, Stanton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Throwing on first down, Stanton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, Bates. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, 4 down. Set! 3-19! 3-19! Mike, 44.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A toss play. Here's Pirine. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Following the fumble recovery, Bates. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Odd. 3 down. Odd. Over.
Looking to throw. Bates. And he rifles one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hey, watch. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Bates. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by M.J. Stewart.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, Stanton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down, Stanton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking to throw. Stanton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Back now in Jacksonville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Stanton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
44, Mike, 44. No chance. 45.
Operating from the gun. Stanton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bates, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Over. Sponge. No.
And the blitz does come. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Bates. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Tight right.
Gun.
Operating from the gun. Bates. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Bates. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Hey, set! 3-19!
Throwing again, Bates. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jack. And some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They start on the ground with Pirine. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
He's shot right here. He's down on the right. Down on the right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Jaguars getting set to go. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation.
Right, now,
take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Strong right.
Throwing on first down. Bates. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To throw on second down, Bates. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the bench truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Victory, victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, victory, ice round my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead.
Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated a